It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Jets, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023. It lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, you're going to have a strong chance to win every single week. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the 1st round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start. This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
Really nice sack there by Reddick, and I feel like we've said that time and time again over these last couple seasons. He just continues to improve. Big reason why the Jets went out and traded for him this past offseason from Philadelphia. The hope is that he can take their defense to another level, and so far, he appears to be doing just that.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Reynolds is the motion man here. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Now the former 1st-round pick, Breece Hall. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's taken down on what should be The final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Rodgers. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Catch made right side by Wilson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Give left side. Here comes Hall. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Third and long. Now Rodgers. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Jets will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here, let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore, and then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern time. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
A gift, and here comes Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Patrick motioning here. From the shotgun, here's Nix. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. (3-3) our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers now. This one caught by Lazard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Broncos have it. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Rodgers fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Rodgers. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Throwing is Nix. And that one is caught. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
This is a great decision by the quarterback. You can see, Mike, he's trying to push this ball downfield and pick up a big completion in the air, but with the amount of depth the defense was getting, his best option was the check down, the underneath short throw, and just say, hey, pick up this rest of this gain with your legs after the catch. And fortunately for this quarterback, this short throw is going to go down in the box score as a touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out in front by the score of 17-3. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Gibson now on the return. Oh, yeah. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Rodgers to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Looking deep for Lazard. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Caleb Williams. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Packers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's a handoff to Williams. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. It is third and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and a yard. Throwing Rodgers, and that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing. Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw is Nix. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
One of the tight ends motions right. Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Catch is made. That is Williams. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these 1st downs and go finish with 6.
And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The tight end motioning left here. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run over center with Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Nix from the gun on third down. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Rodgers going up top again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain, and in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a...
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Reynolds is the motion man here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Second and 6 coming up. From the gun, Rodgers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Open man downfield is Conklin. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Knicks now on 1st and 10. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Here's first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Second down, Nix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.